Hello everybody and welcome to the Blood Moon Ball. We recently received an invite and here we are. We happened to meet Star Butterfly here and boy did she tell us a story.
I think Earth is a pretty great place. That's saying something, cause I've been through outer space. I think it's Susie, it's just my style. I think I'm gonna stay a little while. I think that strangers are just friends you haven't met. I'm blasting monsters and I never break a sweat. I'm really thinking I could.
Despite what we may have said in the past, both of us can agree that Star vs. the Forces of Evil is definitely a worthwhile show. It needed a little bit to get a hold of itself, but it's really starting to come together with episodes like this one, Blood Moon Ball, and not The Blood Moon Ball for some reason.
Either way, let's get right into it. So we open up on a mysterious stranger walking out of a carriage driven by a unicorn skeleton, which is pretty awesome, by the way. So he's walking to school and everyone around him is making these comments like, he's hot and such. And my question is, do you mean hot as in features hot or hot as in warm hot? Because he's kind of setting the floor on fire there. It would have been hilarious if he set off the fire alarms, but no, that's not happening. Anyway, apparently this character is Tom, Star Butterfly's ex-demon boyfriend who is now here to take her to the Blood Moon Ball.
Star rejects Tom at first, but Tom insists that he's changed after they broke up, having learned some techniques to manage his anger. He even has an adorable rabbit.
This rabbit is the cutest thing I've seen. I mean, look at the nose twitch. This bunny is so adorable, and he will not stop being adorable throughout the episode.
One thing I noticed immediately while watching this episode is that the animation on this show has definitely changed since the earlier episodes. It doesn't look quite as smooth, but the lines are thinner and everything still looks really clean and polished.
As this show progresses, and as every show progresses as a matter of fact, the animation does get a lot better. Just look at Steven Universe's Season 1 to Season 2 difference.
And while the animation is evolving, it doesn't take away from the experience at all. If anything, they're just getting better at giving the characters sillier facial expressions.
The designs also just look way cleaner altogether.
Marco comes in and immediately thinks Star is in danger. Star keeps him from beating Tom up in public, but Marco is still concerned. Tom leaves Star with the option of going and heads off. And Star actually agrees to go, I guess because she wants to be nice and friendly to people. The episode doesn't really make it too clear why she's going, but I can definitely imagine reasons why she would.
Don't look, I'm gonna change.
That has to be the most awkward changing screen. Like there's two giant, gaping triangular holes at the bottom, which doesn't look good for Star, who now can't bend down lest she expose it all and destroy the universe via breaking the Y7 rating.
Well then! Once she gets to the ball, Tom at first wants to offer her this weird spider hair clippy thingamajig. But since she's smart, she declines. They go into the ball and first try taking pictures, but that doesn't work. Then Star goes to get punched, and that doesn't really work. She gets confronted by two demons that say that the Blood Moon Ball is boring thanks to her. We also get a clip of Marco back in Star's room, having his own Blood Moon Ball. And it seems like he decides to go himself.
I'll have my own Blood Moon Ball in Star's bedroom.
Wait, so he's lazing around in Star's bedroom?
They're friends! Chill! If people have sleepovers in each other's rooms, why can't he watch TV in hers?
I guess it just seems kind of rude of him to be in her room when she's not there.
She kind of left him in her room. So, your point?
Look, it's a really trivial detail that doesn't have anything to do with how much I enjoy the episode. Let's just forget about it and move on.
Aight.
Blood moon tonight. The moon of lovers.
Oh, I get it. It's a portrait of the captain of a ship.
I'm so done with you and your puns. Your puns! Seriously, enough with the puns!
Yeah, you're right. They aren't pun anymore.
I'm so excited to be covered in blood with you. But don't worry, it's not real. It's from a unicorn. It's from a unicorn.
It's from a unicorn.
Apparently, the light of the blood moon shines down whenever this ball takes place, and binds two souls together. Marco arrives just in time to catch Star, and...
Ship! Their souls get picked! Ship! Yes, I'm a fangirl! Deal with it.
Yeah, I'm sure the shippers went crazy when this scene happened. Even I was surprised, and I'm indifferent to shipping. It's neat to see the show actually going through with this.
So Marco and Star dance, ending up with Tom being mad at Marco for stealing her. Star freezes him into an ice block, comically changing his button to 0 days without anger. And then they leave. They make it up at home, and the episode ends.
And can I just say, the way these two act does make one think of a couple to be. It isn't overdone or exaggerated the way romance usually is in comedies like this. It's a surprisingly sweet scene that ends the episode off on a nice note. While humor is probably always going to be this show's first priority, I'm glad that every now and then there can also be moments like this. It helps keep the show varied, and that's a good thing.
I agree. I like how the quality of this episode was heightened. From the first episode to this, I can definitely see a huge improvement. I would give this episode a 4.1.
This show can be funny, and not just in over-the-top ways either. There are a few jokes here that are actually quieter and kinda subtle. There's a lot of good timing with these jokes, which adds to the enjoyment. The animation is nice and detailed enough so that you'll probably see something new when you watch it again. The episode has enough variety to keep it going forward, and it never feels like it's moving too slow or fast. As for the negatives, well, there aren't really any major important flaws, but there are some tiny things I noticed. Like how there's a little bit of talk about how Star is making the Blood Moon Ball boring, but that never really builds to anything. But on the whole, they kept it going pretty well. This gets a 4 out of 5. I think this episode does a good job showing off what this show can do when it gets things right. It's a much better representative of what this show is than Star Comes to Earth was. If you liked this episode, you'll probably like others too.
So, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video. Adios!
I know you think that I shouldn't still ship them or have written that. But if I didn't express it, well, I still have shipped it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder or to mess with who